Walking lunge, you do 20 each leg. She's got the red line on.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, and then you do side lunge, so here. Spin your arm camera now. Okay, so you just spin every time. Okay, the next one, keep filming, buddy. Low walk. Okay, it's like a gorilla walk. So you go forwards, backwards, sideways, sideways. So your feet go really wide, your knees go wide, and your fingertips touch the ground. Okay, keeping your chest up. You walk forward like that. Okay? So you go forwards. When you go backwards, make sure your whole foot stays flat, so you're not up on your toes like this. Okay? So keeping your butt down, then you go sideways. When you go sideways, your feet always stay wide. They never come together, so you're here. You step out. Okay? So you're just taking wider than normal, and then back to normal. Wider than normal, back, and then same thing back. Okay, are we cool on that? Okay, I'm going to make you do that one in training camp, like holding heavy stuff and a lot. So if you haven't practiced it over the summer, you will not like me very much. Okay, next one's called Tippy bird. Okay, so you just walk forward, basically you go down here, and then you step through, do the other leg. Okay, so you got to make sure your foot and your upper body move at the same time. I don't want to see you doing like some ninja kick, donkey kick back, okay? It's like your whole body is a board. You lean forward and then step through. Okay, you're going to find you have one leg that's a lot easier than the other. Spider-Man. Everything's 10 each leg. So Spider-Man's here. Okay, bring your foot up. Drag yourself forward. And bring your foot up. Okay, and then you drag yourself forward. If you don't have a lot of space, you can just go up and back, up and back. Okay, if you can't get your foot all the way up yet, work on it. Okay, I expect Spider-Man to look pretty by the time we show up in August. Okay, last one's Inchworm. So again, you can do it walking forward or you can do it stationary. So walking forward, it looks like this. Hands go all the way down. Okay, butt goes up. And then you try to walk your feet all the way in. If you can't keep your legs straight and walk all the way in, you can just go in as far as you can get. But I don't want you to do that. Okay, Inchworm will, again, rear its ugly head at training camp. A lot. Okay, so you might as well practice it and get good at it now. If you want to do it stationary, okay, you can just go out and in with your hands. Before, okay, so Jilly, you can start filming. So you're here, okay. During training camp, I'm going to ask you to hold it for at least 2 minutes, if not 3. Okay, so you cannot have your butt down like this, cannot be way up in the air, you can't be twisted around. Okay, so you've got to squeeze your belly button in, and you've got to squeeze your butt like you're squeezing a marble. Okay, if you can do both those things, you're in a straight line. If my butt's up like this, I'm not squeezing the marble. Okay, is everyone clear on that? Okay, so again, my expectation is you're going to be able to do that for at least 2 minutes perfectly. Okay, so then side plank is the next one. So elbow right underneath your shoulder. Okay, feet stacked here. Okay, again, you've got to squeeze your belly button and squeeze your butt. So I don't want to see you piked back like this. Okay, then you're not in a straight line. The only way you know you're in a straight line is if you squeeze your butt and you squeeze your abs. Okay, and then you're trying to pretend like someone's pulling you up here the whole time. So you're actively lifting yourself up. Okay, again, in here it's like 30 seconds. I expect we should be able to do a minute for sure on each side. Okay, don't be surprised when you do it, you're going to have one side that's a lot easier than the other. Okay, it usually depends on the way you shoot. So you may have one side where it's like, oh, this is really easy, and the other one you feel like you're falling over. It's normal, but we want to try and even you out. Okay, Superman hold. You hold it for 10 seconds, so you're here. Okay, and then you come up. Okay, you're not trying to lift yourself as high as humanly possible. You don't need to lift your eyes up, but you're trying to get your knees off the ground while keeping your legs straight. Okay, and you're just reaching your arms up. So you hold for 10 seconds. So you're here, you come back down, then you hold, come back down. Okay, so lower back stuff, which, again, everyone has, or a lot of people get lower back pain at the end of the season. You want to avoid that. Okay, last one. So you go legs straight, hands behind you. Okay, it looks funny, get over it. Okay, so you lift up and back down. You do 20 of them. When you go to lift up, you're trying to squeeze the marble. Squeeze your butt to lift yourself up. I don't want to see your feet going in and out like this. So everything's completely straight. You come up and back down. We good? Questions? Okay, so all the core stuff, you do one. Organized, okay. Now, yelling at you. Okay, so here. Okay, if you're already good at the squats, you can pass the test. There's ways to make it harder. Okay, you can put your hands behind your back, you can put your hands over your head. Okay, there's a whole bunch of ways where you can challenge yourself a little bit more if you were able to pass the test easily. Okay, push-ups. We went over this. Okay, ideally, again, I'm an idealist. Okay, I would like everyone to be able to do somewhere around 30. Yeah, that perked you up, didn't it? That's right. Okay, 30. Now, again, if you did 5 in the test, 30 is like astronomical. I want the team average to be 30. Okay, that's higher than I told my midget AA team, but I don't care because we can do it. Okay, so we're clear on how low you have to get. Okay, you have to keep your head up. You can't sag down like this, and you have to get to 90 and back up. Okay, you can put your hands wherever you want. I don't recommend this version because it isn't really the most efficient way of doing it. Okay, but we have to get down there and back up. Okay, no saggy butt, no butt way up in the air. Okay, push-ups are honestly just practice. There's no other like magical formula. Okay, if you can only do 5, then do 6 and then 7 and then 8 and work your way up. Okay, but there's no other magical way to do it. Okay, so 30 seconds of that. Then you go 30 seconds with your foot up. So you go here and you're doing lunges. So you go down and back up. Okay, so I should probably be a little further out than this. So both my knees are at 90 degrees when I get to the bottom. Okay, you want to do it on something that's padded or else it digs into your foot. Okay, so your back foot should be on something that's more padded, but I'm at 90 and 90 here. Okay, I don't want you way in front here, just doing these little like mini things. Okay, so my back knee touches all the way down, and I come all the way back up so I'm straight. So you have 30 seconds on one leg, 30 on the other. Okay, again, if your balance is crappy and you're like all over the place, then you might get 5 or 6 in if you're good. Okay, and you've got a good rhythm, you can get up and down pretty quick. Okay, butt up push-up, otherwise known as the bad-looking push-up. So you're here, your hands are wide. Okay, you look at your feet. Okay, the closer your feet are to your body, the harder it is. Okay, if I'm back here in a normal push-up position, it's easy. Okay, if I get really close here, it's harder. Okay, I'm dropping my head straight down and pushing back up. Okay, so your head has to touch. Again, we'll do them in training camp. Your head has to touch every time. You can't just have a long ponytail that kind of grazes the floor nicely. Okay, so you got to get down and up every time. Again, if you're super motivated, you want to make it harder, put your feet on something. Okay, the higher your feet are, the more you look like you're doing a handstand, the harder it is. Okay, another funny looking one. Single leg hip extension. So you're here. Okay, this one's for strengthening your butt and loosening up your hip flexors. So you're here, you hug one knee in. Okay, you keep this toe up, and you go up and back down. Okay, you want to squeeze your butt every time that you go up. So here, back down. Okay, you don't want your knee to be like going in and out and your body all out of control. Okay, but the whole point is to get as high as possible from squeezing your butt. Okay, not like arching your back and trying to get like into a somersault position. Okay, so do 30 seconds each leg. That one should be pretty self-explanatory, so you're just going for repetitions. Okay, last one. Reach outs, which may be my favorite exercise. So you're here, your head's up a little bit, but not way up. You reach all the way out and squeeze your shoulder blades down and back. Okay, you're not just like doing this with your arms. That defeats the whole purpose. So you want to think about, it's almost like you're doing a chin up on the ground. Okay, but when I pull back, I'm pretending I'm almost pulling on a bar and trying to bend it as I pull it towards me. Okay, so I'm pulling hard when I pull back. I'm not just flapping my arms in the air. Does that make sense? So my shoulder blades actually do this in my back as I pull my arms down. Okay, so they're squeezing towards each other. I showed you guys that in the testing when we did the push-up. And I had someone squeeze my hand. I squeezed someone's hand as I went down. Was that you, Betty?
Yeah.
It's kind of gross. Okay, so that's what you're trying to do with your shoulders as you're going. So again, you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Simple? Okay, again, you don't need any equipment for that, so there should be no reason why we can't get that done. And the other stuff I'll show you. Okay. You can turn off.